This is one of my favourite springs of the area. It's quite a cold spring, and generally people will come here at a certain time of the year to wash off any ailments they have. It's a very curative spring. A lot of people know about it. It's very cold, so here goes. I like washing in springs because the water's clear and cold and fresh. I got into this because the realisation was the water from the taps comes mostly from sewage. The first stage is to dry skin scrub, and that's to take off all the dead layer of skin, bring new skin up, get the toxins out. And this fires you up, it gets you nice and hot when you jump in the spring. I don't use any chemicals on my body. I try and keep myself as natural as possible. Eat loads of nice pure raw live foods straight from the earth. Right. Well, I usually leave the hemp scrub on for maybe a couple of minutes, but it's rubbing it into the skin. It gives it the good effect, and all the essential fatty acids go into the skin. Yeah, springs are public places, but usually I wait until someone's gone and then wash. Sometimes you get yourself into some quite funny situations, but hey, I'm not ashamed of my body anymore. Generally you have to wash whenever. Doesn't matter if it's freezing cold, snow, you just got to go for it really. Well, it's cold and it's fresh, but it toughens you up. If you wash in cold water all the time, after a month your immune system is boosted by washing in cold water alone.
Does it wake you up if you do this in the morning?
Oh, totally. Better than coffee, better than tea. Keeps you alive.
How often do you wash in springs?
Every day if possible. Every day. Brand new, clean. Good for you!
My name's Kirsten, this is my dog Charlie. The first time I did it I needed a shower anyway. I just thought might as well put her in the shower with me. Thought it would be quite funny as well to see what she did. But the first time she just sat at the end of the bath and started shaking. I think she quite likes it now. Normally I have a shower first and then just quickly give her a little bath, depending on how bad she is as well, or shampoo her. She quite often gets a lot of food around, and now yesterday she had she licked my tomato soup bowl after I'd finished it, and she had all bright red around her beard, so I had to go. I don't think she likes being wrapped up much, but it helps getting them dry, and she looks very cute anyway, so with her little legs.
Hi, I'm Julie. I promote rock bands, DJs and models. When I get home from gigs late at night, I like to relax and feel comfortable.
And the best way to relax is a nice bubble bath, bubbling away, and it just so relaxes you. And then people just come up and talk to us, and I do the interviews while I'm in the bath.
Hi, I'm Julie. You're right.
Yeah.
I did a bit of modelling with a friend of mine. They did a photo shoot. Did a few jobs since, but I really want to get into the business.
Whoever comes back with us has always got something to ask us. So I do it all in the bath. It's like interviewing in the bath. It's mainly the women that go, but then they come in. I just didn't tell them to come in if they look shocked. But the men are usually okay. You know, if they're shocked, sometimes they don't show. They just come and sit down and be quiet. The younger ones used to like knock or stay outside and say, "Julie," they're quiet. And I was like, oh, it was really funny. Would you like me to be an agent for you, to represent you as an agent?
I mean, That'd be brilliant.
And what it is, I'm trying to get you some walk-on parts as well, if you're interested, because, you know, sometimes I want people with weird looks. So, we also need to get your portfolio together, which what I'll do is I'll pay for that. I'll pay for your portfolio.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to give you my business card. Okay, I'll
Thank
see you later. Bye.
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 Sometimes people I've just met in the club who only know their first names, and I just say, oh yeah, just come home and I'll talk to you then. So yeah, I do, just complete strangers. It's good actually, because I like that shock factor.
Well, I drink the urine every morning, and sometimes I go through periods of time when I drink it more than once a day. This is what I do first thing in the morning. After I've drunk the urine, then I apply it to my skin. Normally I take it after the bath, after my shower, I dry off, and then get dressed and get on with the rest of the day. And what is important to know is that once the urine dries on your skin, it doesn't smell, so nobody knows what you've been up to. Well, Amaroli, or urine therapy, is a traditional part of yoga. And I first came to it from a yogic perspective, interested in it as a spiritual practice. And when I noticed my own health improving, I thought it would be a good thing to introduce to my students.
I use my own urine on my hair, and it's wonderful. It's free, it's safe, and it has no chemicals in it. I pour some in my hands and I massage some of my scalp. Great for cleaning your scalp if you have problems with dandruff, gets rid of that. Pour some on the dry ends. And then what I usually do is I pin it up, and in 10 minutes when it's dried, there's no residue smell, and it's dried off, and then you're ready to go.
There will always be a few people who will misunderstand that the fact that urine is pure and clean and the best thing that you could possibly use.
So what I'm doing here is what's called a neti wash, and I use a neti lota, and then I'm going to add some urine to that and flush it through my nose, and what it will do will just clear out any residue or build-up of mucus. Starts to fill up in here. It feels like in a swimming pool when you get a little bit of water in the back of the nose. So when it's finished, just let the excess drip out the nose. Take a couple of tissues and just finish off drying the nose.
I think one of the biggest things about people not wanting to use it is just the social perception that it's something dirty or it's a waste product.
Which it isn't.
It isn't, is it?
No, it's surplus to body's needs, but it's not a waste product, which makes it totally different from real waste product. In fact, it can't do you any harm. This is the joy of it. It might not do everybody the same amount of good, but it can't do anybody any harm.